is on.
Welcome and good morning, everybody, to LisaBug Mind Body Blend. We have a little bit of Tai Chi inspired movements just to get warmed up and centered. Then we'll move today into a little bit of yoga sculpt. So I have two pairs of hand weights today, but I have a little bit on the lighter side. I have my 5s and my 3s. We're going to work within a mid range of motion, and also upper half range of motion and lower half. So this is going to really cause those muscles to have a lot of what we call time under tension and a lot of focused work into the muscle. If you get to the point where your weights are too heavy for the exercise, you can simply set them down and just move the body through the range of motion with no external workload. We also have a little bit of mat Pilates today and stretching at the end to finish out. So let's start on our mat with feet about hips distance apart. So today we're not going to come into that wide Wu Chi. We're just going to bring about hips distance, soften the knees, lengthen through the spine, and feel your tailbone slightly tuck under. So we don't want to hyper arch our lower back, but we want to have this connection with our abdominal muscles. And then just let the back of the hands float up about to chest height as you inhale, and then drift back down, leading with the front of the wrists, and inhale. Back of the hands, and exhale, the palms float down. Breathe in. Now, Tai Chi is slow, mindful movement. Focuses on balance, weight distribution in the body. Let's just do 2 more of these breaths. Inhale, float the palms up. And exhale. Nice long neck, lengthen through the crown of the head. And we're going to do something called Whirl Arms. So the right arm sweeps back as you slightly turn, and then press your palm forward. Let that arm float down. Let your left arm circle back as you turn. Look slightly behind you and press that palm forward. Just a little quicker. Circle around and press. Circle around and press. So right now I'm just doing the arm that's moving and letting the other one kind of just hang by my side. So I want you to get this action first. Now just continue this, and your other arm is kind of moving in opposition. So as I'm circling, I'm pulling the other arm in and circling, pulling in. Circle, pull back. Now, as you switch the palms at the midsection, let's bring them closer together. So they're almost touching as they come by one another. Circle. Now let's put your breath with this. So inhale as the arm circles back. Exhale to push it forward. Breathe in. Again, this is called Whirl Arms, W-H-I-R-L. Let's just do 1 more on each side. This is going to prepare us for the next movement. It's called brush knee and twist. Now just relax those arms down. Step out to the right, lift up your knee, lead with your heel, and lean forward. Come back in, switch your feet, turn, lift up your left knee, lead with your heel, and bend the knee forward. So we're just going to do this a couple times without using our arms. If you already know brush knee, you can go into that movement with your hands. I'm doing this slowly, and I'm just moving my body weight to the right foot, to the left foot, lifting the right foot, leaning forward, moving back into the left foot, into the right foot. Now we're going to put those whirl arms kind of back into this. So as we lift the right knee, you're going to circle this right arm around, press out, and come back to center. Drop the left arm down. This is the brush knee. Press out. Bring that arm around, come back to center. Brush knee. Press. Bring the arms around and come center. Left arm, brush knee. Press the right hand across. Circle that left arm. Come center. Brush knee. Press. And if it's not absolutely perfect, that's fine. It's about working on your balance. A little bit of coordination, mind-body experience. I can sense you're getting it. Let's just do one more each direction. Brush knee right. Press out left. Circle around center. Brush knee left. Push out right. Circle around. And let your palms float down. Just take 3 breaths here. Nicely done. 2 more. So the shoulders should feel a little warm from all the circling we did. The legs a little warm from moving into the knees and hips. Let's take 1 final breath. Sweep the arms out and up. Stretch. And exhale down. All right, let's pick up moderate workload for weights as we move into yoga sculpt. So I've got 5-pounders. And I'd like you to turn to the short end of your mat. Step your right foot back about 2 to 3 feet behind you. Warrior 1. So I have my front knee bent, my back leg pretty straight, my back foot slightly turned out. Bring the arms next to the sides of the body, and we'll do an upright row. So elbows come up and down, up and down. I'm going to teach you a series of exercises. As we move into each one, you can stay with the one we're working on. Now let's take this up, then halfway down. So we go up, halfway, up all the way down. Up, halfway, up all the way down. We're working in the top half range of motion. Shoulders are working, biceps, upper trapezius. We have 4 more. 3, 2, 1 more. Now bicep curls, up, down, up, down. We're still in that nice strong warrior 1. Now same thing with your bicep curls. top half movement. So we come up, halfway down, up, all the way down, curl, halfway. Nice and strong through the lower body, abdominals engaged. 4 more. Up, halfway, and down. 3. A little pinch between those shoulder blades. Open up the heart. 1 more. Shoulder raises. Up, down, up, down. Now, if these don't feel okay for your arms, you can go back to the first 2 movements, upright rows or bicep curls. Now, top half range of motion. Up, halfway down, up, all the way down. Halfway. These are a challenge. If you need to go lighter weight, feel free to do that, or bend your elbows a little. We have 4 more. Up, halfway, up and down. 3 more. 2. 1 more. And take a break. Roll those shoulders. Now straighten your front leg and hinge forward, come into pyramid pose. I'm going to let those weights dangle down right about here. I have a soft bend in my front knee, just a softened bend. We're going to do a double arm row, pulling the weights back. 1, 2. Now really notice that your spine is long. I don't want you to round your back and hunch over. You're using your core here, nice and neutral position. Now we've got that top half range of motion coming up, halfway down, up, all the way down, up, halfway down, pull up, breathe. 5 more on this set, pull up, halfway down, up and down. 4 more. Squeeze the shoulder blades. 3. Tighten your abdominals. 2. Last one. And rest. Soften that front knee, rise all the way up. Switch your legs so your back foot comes forward. Front foot goes back. You're back into your warrior 1 on the other side. We're going to repeat those exercises. So starting with your upright row, arms, palms facing behind you, single time as we begin. Pull up, down, pull up. My elbows are going out to the side, no higher than your shoulder level. Last one, top half range of motion. Up, halfway, up, all the way down. Up, halfway, up and down. This music is pretty slow, so we can take our time with this exercise. Really feel it. We're not rushed. 4 more. And down. 3. 2. Last one. Moving right into bicep curls, singles. 1 and down. 2, all the way up and all the way down. I'm putting a little bit of a rotation in the curl. My palms are coming up. Last one. Top half range of motion. Come up, halfway stop, up and down. Curl, stop, up and down. Five to go. Check your alignment, check your posture. Sometimes when we get tired, we start to slump a little bit. 2 more. Now our shoulders aren't working at all right here, so we're going to go right into shoulder raises. Begin. 1, 2. And if you can only come up about this high, this is all right. I want you to just get some work in the muscle, whatever range you feel comfortable with. 1 more single. Top half range of motion. Up, halfway. Up and down. These are the most challenging ones in this set. If you need to set your weights down, just move your arms. 5 more. Up, halfway, up and down. Or go back to biceps, or go back to upright rows. It's all good, as they say. 2 more. Last one. Up, halfway, up and rest. Straighten your front leg. Hinge forward into pyramid. Let your arms hang down at your sides. Abs tight. Pull up. Row. Squeeze. Release. Squeeze. Release. Now make sure you're not locking out your front knee. I want you to slightly bend it. But you are elongating your hamstring here. Working through the core. 4 more singles. 3, 2, top half range of motion. Up, halfway, up, back down, squeeze, halfway, release. This is a great exercise to help keep your posture in alignment. We have 4 more. Up, halfway, up and down. 3, 2. Last one. And rest. Soften that front knee. Rise up and step that back foot forward. Take a nice shoulder roll. And then face the long edge of your mat, turning out. Toes are slightly turned out. Weights are coming right up to the chest. Single squats. Down, up, down, up. Now you're going through the range of motion you feel comfortable with. 2 more. Bottom half range of motion. So we come down, halfway up, down, all the way up, down, halfway, down, and up. Drop, rise, drop, and lift. Good. Let's get 4 more. Deep, halfway, deep, and rise. 3, 2. Last one. Down, halfway, down, and rest. Relax your arms. Turn your right toe out. Come into warrior 2. Now bring your weights right here in the front. We're going to open and close. Open, close. Now, if this bothers your shoulders, a couple things we can do is shorten the lever by bending the elbows. We can do an upright row, adjusting the range of motion. Now, top half range of motion, up, halfway, up and down, up, halfway. Now notice your lower body. That right quad and glute is working isometrically to keep that warrior two position. 4 more. Front knee tracking over the center of toes. 3, 2. Last one. Up, halfway, up and relax. Pivot those feet back to come into your wide squat position. Bring your weights to your chest. Second set on our squats. Down, up, down, up. So this is going to give our shoulders a rest because we've got warrior two with shoulder raises on the other side. Of course we do. We want to stay balanced. 4 more. 3, 2. Bottom half range, down, halfway, down and up, down, halfway. Good. 6 more. Really concentrating on the lower body into those legs. Very functional exercise. We want to be able to get in and out of a chair easily for our whole life. So this is the best exercise you can do for that. 1 more time here. Down, halfway, down, and relax those arms. Turn your left foot and your right foot in. Come into your warrior two. We'll slowly open the arms out and down. Now check your options here. You can bend your elbows. You can even set your weights down just to do range of motion, arm raises. And we can also do our upright rows here. This is a great one. Last one. Top half. Up, halfway, up and down. 7 more. Nice and strong through the legs. 6, 5. You got it. 4. Woo. 3. I'm feeling it. 2. Very last one. And relax. Come back to your squat position. 3rd and final set. Now let's lower down into those legs, single time. Drop, rise, drop, rise. Now on this last set, I'm going to give those of you the option that would like to do arms with this to add an overhead press. Four more. 3, 2. Bottom half range. Down, halfway, down, and up. You don't have to do the arms. Just a little extra. 5 more. Breathing. 4, halfway, and up. 3, halfway. 2. Last one, everybody. And relax. Set those weights down and place them on either side of your mat, side to side. All right. So we're going to be using these weights as we're on our hands and knees and on our back. So hands and knees position first. I like to use my little yoga blanket for some padding for my knees. You also might need a lighter pair of weights as we're going to move into those triceps, and this can be pretty challenging. So I've got 2 sets of weights on either side. Come down to hands and knees. And really balance your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. Take one weight in your right hand. I'm going to go down to my 3-pound weight because I think that's going to work the best for me for this exercise. Elbow pulls up. I'm going to start a single tricep extension. Straighten, bend, straighten, bend. Now what's really nice with this when we're on our hands and knees is to take the opposite leg and hold it back behind us. So we're working our core and working our balance. Now let's do that top half range of motion. So come up, halfway, up, then 90 degrees. Up, tiny movement, up 90 degrees. Up, halfway. Now notice I'm not swinging the weight toward my shoulder. That gives us a little bit too much momentum and swinging action with this exercise. We've got 3 more. Oh yeah, 3 pounds is plenty for me on this one. Last one. Up, halfway, up, and rest. Bring that other knee back in. Set your weight down. Switch hands, and I'm just going to give a little turnaround here so you can see my arm on this side. Left hand has the weight. Option to bring your right leg back behind you. Level off your hips. Elbow up. Straighten the arms. Or just arm, not plural. Straighten and bend. Now here's where you want to check to make sure you're not swinging the weight forward. This is really easy to start to do. So stop right as your knuckles are squared with the ground. Scoop your abdominals in tight. 2 more. Let's get that top half range of motion. We come up, halfway, up, and 90 degrees. Up, halfway, up 90 degrees. 6 more. Now, if you have wrist problems, this really bothers the wrist on the bottom, you can come down to your elbow, and maybe you have a block that you can put your elbow on so you're not too slanted downward. Just 2 more reps. Up, halfway, up, 1 more rep, up, halfway, up, and relax. Set that weight down. Let's get a little child's pose here to relax the arms into those triceps and lats. And then we've got a few push-ups while we are here. Did I hear a collective groan from Minneapolis? Okay. So we are going to start, and you can come to the wall if you want. You can put your hands elevated up on a chair, knees or toes, whatever you want to do. Push-ups, down, up, down, up. Four, 3, 2. Bottom half range. We go down halfway up, down all the way up, down halfway up, down all the way up. 6 more. You got this, guys. These are tough. 5, halfway, down and up. 4, halfway, down and up. Just 3 more with me. Woo, 2. Last one. And relax. Big stretch again for those triceps and lats. Oh. All right, come over onto your back. And again, make sure your weights are close by for you so you can access them easily. We're going to give the arms a rest though and come into the glutes and hamstrings with some hip bridging. Now, if you want a little bit of extra resistance, you can take your weights and place them right on your hip creases. This is going to give you, if you've got 5-pound weights, it's going to give you 10 pounds of extra workload to push up. Heels are on the floor, and we lift the hips up, down, up, down. I want your toes up, because if you dig your heels down into the floor, you're going to get more activation in those hamstrings and glutes. Up and down, up and down. Just 4 more. 3, 2, top half range of motion. We go up halfway, up and all the way down. Up, halfway, lift again, and down. 6 more. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the backs of the legs. 4, 3, 2, last one, and relax. All right, take your weights. You can keep your feet on the ground, bring your palms parallel to each other, or you can bring your knees in table. We bend the elbows down, up, down, up. So the weights are just gliding right by the outside of my ears, towards the tops of my shoulders. If your knees are up in table, try not to arch your back. Really keep your abs switched on. You can also do this in hip bridge. Okay, bottom half range. We go down, halfway up, down, all the way up, down, halfway, down, up, down, halfway. Working those triceps. 5 to go. When you come halfway up, I want you to stop. Boom. Then go down. So you have a stop at that halfway mark, really squeezing the muscles. 2. Last one. And relax. If your knees are up, set your feet down, set the weights next to you. Bring your fingertips right behind the back of your head and crunch up, down, up, down. Try not to pull on your head. Relax your head and your fingertips. You can have knees in table for a little bit more work in your abdominals. Top half range. Go up, halfway stop, up and down. Up, halfway, up and down. Up, halfway. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, one. Relax. Let your feet come down. Release those arms. Okay, one more exercise with your weights. This is either a chest press or a chest fly, depending on which one you want to do, an appropriate workload. So if you're doing the chest press, you're going to bend the elbows down to the floor. Down, up, down, up. You can do this with heavier weight. If you're doing the fly, open your arms like butterfly wings. Open, close, open, close. So you pick the one you want to do, chest presses or chest flies. Knees can be in table also. Bottom half range. Out, halfway up. Out, all the way up. Out, halfway. Up, out, halfway. Close it in. 5 reps to go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And rest. All right, lower your weights. Roll over onto one side. So you can be laying here all the way down, or you can support yourself up on your elbow, coming to this sideline position. And extend the top leg straight out. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Now we're really squeezing through this medial glute here. Foot can be pointed or flexed. You can take a weight and set it right on the outside of the thigh for more resistance. Top half range of motion. 1, halfway down. Up, all the way down. Up, halfway. And down. Really strengthening the hips. 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Last one. And relax that leg just a moment. These are from the Pilates side kick series. Hand can go to your hip, extend that leg back out. The leg comes forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. Forward. Now this doesn't have to be a big square, but you're making sharp corners. Forward, up, back, down. Just 4 more on this side. I'm feeling that outer thigh, medial glute. 2. Last one. And rest. Now, while we're here in this sideline position, bend your knee, grab your ankle, and stretch your quadricep. You can also use your yoga strap to loop around your ankle if you need to have a little bit of extra space to hold on to this stretch. 2 breaths. And then release that ankle. Take your time to either roll over to the other side or press yourself up and switch directions. Choose your position, either all the way upright or all the way down. Lengthen that leg. Flex or point the toe, and we lift up, down, up, down. Now make sure your hips are stacked here, so we don't want to roll backward and lift the leg forward. We want to keep it stacked and lift that leg right to the side. We can use our weight to add a little bit of extra workload. Top half range of motion. Up, halfway, up and down, up, halfway. Oh my, I'm feeling this side already. We can make it. 5 more together. Team LisaBug, let's go. 4 more, up, halfway. Feeling stronger every day. 2. And up. I miscounted. We have 1 more. The music says. Last one. And relax. Oh my. Okay. Take a break for a second. Then bring that leg back out. We have our square. So the leg comes forward first. Forward. Up. Back. Down. Forward. Up. Back, down. You choose your range of motion. And what's really hard is from the forward position to lift up. That's where we get a lot of the work. 5 more this side. If you're really fatiguing, take a break. Then come back in, get the last couple. 3 more. 2. These are sneaky hard. Last one. And rest. Now while we're here, we'll grab that ankle. Just take a quad stretch. And hold. So we have a seated position coming up with some teaser rollbacks and some seated boat pose rotations. All right, let's release that ankle. If you need a little cushion to sit on, we're going to be sitting kind of back on that tailbone a little bit into that seated position. Now we have our knees about 90 degrees. Arms are reaching forward. And we are going to keep our body with a straight position for this first set. So I just want you to go back and come back up. Go back and come up. Your arms can also be crossed right at your chest. And you choose how far back you go. Last one. Now we're going to do that bottom half range of motion. So we go back, halfway, back, all the way up. Back, halfway, back, up, back, halfway, and up. Tiny movement. 5 more. Back, halfway, and up. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And relax. Let your legs straighten any amount and fold forward. Now we're going to keep our legs straight and do a C curve to roll back any amount and then roll back up into your forward fold. So we start right here, roll back, roll up, and stretch. Roll back. Keep that C curve. Roll up, stretch, roll. Now some of you may be able to come all the way down onto your back and then roll up again. So if you want to do a bigger range of motion, feel free to roll all the way flat on the mat. Let's get 2 more wherever you are today. Keep those abdominals scooped. Here's our last one. Hold your stretch. One more breath. Exhale, come back up to neutral and re-bend your knees. So we're going to come into boat pose. For now, I want you to scoop your hands under your legs. Lift one leg up off the floor. Then see if you can lift the other one up. If you can hold this and you want to release your hands, reach them forward or up. Now it's okay to have your hands still behind your legs or your feet still on the ground. And we're just going to breathe. Wherever you are. Now add a slow twist to the right side. Turn, come back to center. Left side, turn, back to center. Right side, turn, center. Left, turn, center. 2 more each direction. Feet can be down. One more each side. Now just hold your boat pose. 15 seconds. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Set your feet down. Let your knees open, butterfly, and stretch right through the center. Relax. Relax your hips, your lower back, inner thighs. And come back up to center. Keep your legs in butterfly. Twist to the right. Right hand behind you, left hand across the knee. Look over your right shoulder. Twist to the left. And come back to center. All right, let's extend the right leg out to straight. Your left leg will still be bent. So this is a seated tree pose. If you have your yoga strap, you'd like to use it as we provide some flexibility for that extended leg. You can loop it under the bottom of your foot. Sit up nice and tall, hinge from the hips, and stretch forward. Now come about halfway up, take an inhale. And exhale, go back down, see if you can come a little further. Come halfway up, take an inhale. Go back down, stretch a little further. And rise all the way up. Release your strap. Switch the legs, left leg straightens, right knee bends into seated tree. Using that yoga strap or a little hand towel under the bottom of your foot, a necktie, a winter scarf. Inhale, nice long spine. Exhale to your edge. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale back down, stretch a little further. Inhale halfway up. And stretch down a little further. Can we do 2 or 3 on the other side? Let's do one more here. I can't remember. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down a little further. I usually do things in 3s, but maybe not. And then rise back up, release that strap, and come to a comfortable seat. Maybe simple cross-leg pose. If you'd like, you can sit up on your blanket. And we'll interlace the fingers together in front. Press the palms forward. Open up your shoulder blades and drop your chin down to your chest. Now, sometimes it feels nice to kind of move your head a little bit from side to side as you are stretching open through those tight muscles there. And we'll bring our head back to neutral and let the arms lift any amount. You can also hold your yoga strap above your head if it feels more comfortable than interlacing your fingers. Take a little baby side bend to the right. And bring it back up. Side bend left. And back up. Relax those arms down. Now either interlace your hands behind your back or take that strap behind your back and lift your arms up any amount. Turn your head to the right. Back to center. Turn your head to the left. And back to center. Release the clasp of the hands. And then take this left leg, swing it around to the outside and fold over your front leg, modified pigeon. Stretching through the outside of that right hip. You can support your forehead on stacked fists or onto a yoga block. Up Mermaid, right hand goes out. Inhale that left arm up, pull open. Exhale, reach the hand underneath your arm and look behind you. Hold your twist. Inhale, open back out, reach. Exhale, pull yourself up and stretch the other direction. All right, let's repeat those stretches to the other side. So your left leg comes around to the front, right leg comes around to the side. Fold over your front leg, walk your hands down. Relax through those hips. Inhale, bring yourself back up. Bring that left hand open. Drift back. Reach under, look behind. Exhale to pull yourself up, 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 and stretch the opposite direction. And then we'll bring both hands to the side. Into dolphin. Lift those hips up, drop your heels down. So we are going to deeply stretch our calves. So bend your right knee quite a bit and push your left heel right down into the floor. You can do this with your hands on a chair as well. Push the right heel down. Nice stretch, especially into your Achilles tendon, your calf, gastrocnemius, and soleus muscles. And then start to walk your feet toward maybe wave your body from side to side or shake your head up and down. Then let your arms dangle and one up, stacking from the base of the spine through the mid back, through the upper back. Your head comes up very last. Let your arms sweep back behind the sky, little baby back bend. And drop your thumbs into your heart. As always, it's been my honor and pleasure to guide you through class today. I hope you have a wonderful week. If you have to scoot, I'll see you next time. If you can stay with me, let's chat a little bit and see how you like the workout. Take care, everyone. Have a great day.